Hi, and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 4th of June 2025. So, yesterday, squeezy stocks and bonds yields jump after labour market jolt numbers. AI led the way today with Nvidia market cap topping Microsoft once again. And US stocks gained following a rise in jolts data. And then finally, we've got stocks bid and bonds sold in wake of rising jolts. So the jolts numbers yesterday coming out higher than forecast. Let's just have a quick look at those. So jolts numbers there you can see only marginally higher. Previous was 7.2 million. This time 7.3. So again, this is not going to help matters with regards to getting rates cut, but there you go. Let's have a look at the markets for yesterday. So we're in a bit of a quiet period at the moment, but nonetheless, let's have a look and see how sideways the markets are and what they're likely to do today. So in the Dow, you can see there the market managing to move up. In fact, if we just spread this out a bit and make it a bit bigger, you can see that defined range there. You've got this sideways move there. And of course you've got the smaller one inside of this as well, and they just get smaller. So the sideways move there, and if you look up to here as well, from this high down to the low here, you'll see prices have stopped at the 78-89% area in the daily. This needs to be taken out in order to move higher, and you certainly need to take out the pink line and, more importantly, the 200 MA there in order to take out the high to the left there, which comes in at 42874. In the 13-minute chart for yesterday, market had a bit of a move to the downside, bit of a shakeout. You can see them buying in there with the demand bar, shows demand coming into the market, and then prices move higher. This is the cash market. When it opened, moved down and then moved straight back, and that was the way it stayed. Overnight we've got a bit of a pullback there, and again we need to take out yesterday's high in order to move higher. We look at that in the daily chart, and that's the high there which we've had a sort of a look at overnight. So prices in the 30-minute again intraday need to take out yesterday's high there. And in the German DAX market, very stable, ready to make its move back to the all-time high. But in between all of this, we've got the high of Friday. And actually, that's Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So, yeah, market needs to get out and through the resistance that it's got there again. Let me just move this over a bit so you can see more clearly. Just going through the 62 there, all the way back. It will need to take out the 78 and the 89 to get to the all-time high of 24,394. 13-minute chart yesterday, same thing, shakeout to begin with. You see the buying coming back into the market. Market stabilizes as the volume drops off. Then we get demand coming into the market, and then the market moving higher. We've already taken out yesterday's high. We haven't closed above it, but we've taken the high out at the moment, and it's only 6:15 a.m. In the S&P, let's have a look at that. In the S&P, also in the daily chart, you can see that the market is at an 89% retracement at the moment, right on it yesterday, stopping there and finding a bit of resistance. So this needs to be taken out if you have any chance of closing back above the 5988, and then of course being able to move on, taking out this high as well, and then moving higher until eventually you can see the all-time high there of 6147. But the markets at the moment sideways consolidating. It's as if selling may go away, has turned up a bit later this year. And again, you can see the demand coming into the markets as they have the shakeout, send the people the wrong way, and then move the market up, and then just hold it there. So we need to get through the close and the high in order to move higher for the S&P. Same picture across the board, really. Really sideways there in the UK. Again, let's just spread this out, see what we've got, and we can get a better picture that way. So 8910. 9,000 really is on the cards for this market, so that'll happen before Christmas, no doubts about that whatsoever. We get into Santa rally season. Doesn't matter about all the wars, doesn't matter about any trade deals or anything. It's irrelevant, completely irrelevant. It's about keeping the markets pumped to the upside, just like the property markets, keeping that false wealth and illusion going, and they'll do it in whatever way they can, whether it's using AI algorithms, high frequency trading, or whatever. Because if the fundamentals mattered, these markets would not be at these levels. So again, stuck in the sideways range. Rachel from accounts will be thrilled, and we just need to take out the 8910 to move prices to the upside. Yesterday we had the shakeout. Some people selling at the beginning, get weaker traders to go short, and then they bring the market back. But we've got a bit to go to get through yesterday's high there. Right, let's have a look at the US dollar. And in the US dollar, this starting to find some supports. No surprise there again, because if you come off here and up to here, you're around about 78% retracement, an area where the market finds support, even if it's only a temporary support before prices then move to the downside. So we can see there green coming into the US dollar. That means that the metals will be under pressure. So let's have a look at those. And starting off with silver, you can see 34.78 was the high for Monday. Tuesday we've got some indecision with some selling coming into the market. Today we're going to go down and test this low in yesterday's bar. It looks like at the moment there's not much chance of it moving higher. They've got also the dollar in their favour to slam prices like they did overnight when it's quiet. If not, move the dollar higher, and naturally because it's there's an inversion between the two, then you can expect the dollar to move to move higher, and silver and gold to move lower, and that's where we're seeing at the moment. It's got a hold at the DP, if not the 50, but I suspect we're going back down below 34 during today. In the gold market, also showing weakness there as well, despite putting in another high yesterday. Won't fall as much as silver today, but silver to the downside certainly, without much option really, to be honest with you, because the US dollar moves higher, silver gets hammered, gold holds a bit better than the actual silver market. How do I know that? Well, the gold silver ratio, so let's have a look at that. And in the gold silver ratio, despite trying to move down yesterday, it's failed, and we're starting to see green, so there'll be an attempt to try and get this market back above 100 in the gold silver ratio. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's 2-minute DAX. So in the DAX yesterday, the market moving higher in the pre-market session. Just bring this back, we get to 7 a.m. and then we see prices spring to the upside. See the volume coming in there on the futures, make a few quid before we get into the cash market. Easy to do that, force the market with the futures, the electronic session, and then that brings prices up. We then get the cash market opening, we see the volume increase there, and prices then move sideways to lower, all the way down to the S1, where you see the buying coming into the market there with the green bar, shorts taking profits and moving prices back up. However, they then become very sideways in the 2-minute chart, and then start to break down again, where you see some more buying coming in to support the market. And also this point here, it's an 80, 78, 89, and you've got the S1 there as well, and you've got the psychological level. So a combination of all that, the market then holds and then tries to move up. We then start to get a few signals coming into the market. The buy signal fails because the sell signal takes precedence, and then that just trades down to into the sideways range, only just past the scalp, before prices then start to make their way back to the upside. And then you can see mission accomplished. We see them buying in there. It sticks out like a sore thumb. The sell signal only trades down to the scalp, and then the markets reverse all the way up to the 200 MA and the DP, where it finds a bit of a struggle and then tries to come and have another look. And again, you can see the selling coming into the market there. Doesn't mean to say it's going to go down. It just means that they're absorbing the selling as it comes in, and then basically we just trade sideways heading into the mid-morning and then into late morning and lunchtime, still stuck in that range until we get to the US Open. Again, notice the buying at the 200 MA with the green, and then moving the market higher once the Dow opens. So they snuck in, put the trades in before the Dow opened, and then when it opened, it just again, you can see the volume there moving up. We get to the scalp, and then we continue through this until the market runs out of buyers, and then stuck in a sideways range. Another sell, quick sell there. Notice how they pull the market back with the green inside of the bar there as well, and then price is trading sideways. We have a failed sell, and we can see that because we've got all of this buying to begin with. We've got the buying coming back in at this level. We've got the 50 EMA as well, and then prices turn around and move back to the upside there before continuing on this journey all the way through and back to the high of the Monday session there. So yeah, half decent day yesterday. It is starting to become a bit more quieter, which you've got to be aware of as well. But let's have a look at the overnight. And at the moment you can see we're already through the high. That's the goal every day, is to get through the previous day's high, and if the market moves lower, to try and bring it back above the previous day's low as well. Very important to keep that moving in that direction, so that you end up in the daily chart with these rising lows and higher highs. That's what we're after. At the moment we're stuck in a sideways move, but now we're starting to break out. So the all-time high, whether it's in this simple chart with just the green and red on it, or the more complicated chart that we looked at earlier, 24,394 is the objective here, and it will get through, no problem at all. And then we'll go heading towards the 25,000 level. So there we go, that's where we're at today. Expect the metals to come under pressure, the dollar to strengthen a bit, and the stock markets to move to the upside after an initial shakeout. Just watch the DAX in the afternoon as well, because it's become fairly quiet as well. So it can become quite narrow, quite quiet, which is always a pattern as well that you see this time of the year as well. Okay, that's it for this one. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.